Let us see prime factorization method of HCF. So in one more way, how we will find. So this is only we can say division method. So how you will find the HCF of 44, 60 and 36. So for these three numbers, how we will find the HCF. So use the division method to find the prime factors. So first for 44, 60 and 36 separate we have to do. So 44. So first prime number is 2. So we will do 2 22s are 44. Then again with 2 you have to divide 2 11s are 22. So next same way 60. So 2 30s are 60. Then again 2 15s are 30. So now this 15 is not possible to divide with 2. So let us take next prime number which is 3 and 3 5s are 15. So next same way you have to do for 36. So first 2. With 2 we have to divide. 2 18s are 36. Again with 2 9s are 18. And whereas this 9 is not possible to divide with 2. So let us take the next prime number which is 3 and 3 3s are 9. So now what you have to do, the second step. Find the common factors. The common prime factors are. So now find the we have to write the common factors. So 44 equals to 2 into 2 into 11. So we have to write. Same way for 60 equals to 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. Same way for 36. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 we have to write. And in these three numbers, which are the common numbers you have to take. So if you take now in these three also 2, 2. So these are the common numbers. So you can write common prime factors are 2, 2. So next third step what you should do. Find the product of the common prime factors to get the HCF. So HCF of 44, 60 and 36 equals to, so these two only we have to multiply 2 into, and here we have 3 times 2 and here also 3 times 2, but we will take only one time as 2 into 2. So why means here these two are common in these three numbers. So we will take as 2 into 2. So 4. So the HCF is, the HCF of 44, 60 and 36 is 4. So this normally we use this method only. To find the HCF, we always follow this method only, like division method. Next, lowest common multiple. So that means LCM. So how we will find the LCM? The LCM of two or more number is the smallest number that can be divided by each of the number without leaving a remainder. So whether two or more numbers, so without leaving a remainder, we should divide. That means lowest means it is the smallest number. So now let us see how we will find the LCM. Prime factorization method of LCM. Prime factorization of method of LCM. So how we will find in prime factorization method. So here also two ways we will do. So like first finding common and then like division method. So first let us see prime factorization method. Find the LCM of 8, 24 and 36. So here are three numbers. So how we will find? So first you have to find the prime factors of each number. So first we will find for 8, next 24 and then 36. So first prime factors of 8. So that means 2 2 into 2 into 2. So next the prime factors of 24 are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So that means 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So here also 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. Next again prime factors of 36 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36. So now how we will find? So in this all what are the common you have to write. So LCM equals to here 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So that means 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24, 24 3s are 72. So now LCM equals to 72. So ring all common factors, taking only one factor out of a set of common factors. Multiply all factors. This gives the LCM. So that means which are the common in the two you have to write. So now here 3, it is not there in this number, so you have to leave a dot. So whatever it is there in the common, so that numbers you have to multiply. So LCM of 8, 24 and 36 you will get as 72. So next let us see in division method how you will find. Division method of LCM. So how we will find? Find the LCM of 144, 96 and 160. Same way how we have done in the HCF. So HCF means for different we will do. So separate we will find. So LCM means together we will find the LCM. So write the numbers as shown. Divide all numbers by a prime number which divides at least two of the numbers. So here 144, 96, 160 they have given, but sometimes all the three numbers are not possible by the 2. So that at least minimum two numbers should divide. So first let us take the first number 2, prime number. So 272 is 144 and 248 is 96 and 280 is 160. So next again let us divide with 2. 236 are 72, 224 are 48 and 240 is 80. So next again let us divide with 2. 218 are 36, 212 are 24, 220 are 40. So again we will divide with 2 only. 2 9s are 18, 2 6 are 12, 2 10s are 20. Next this 9, 6 or it is not 2, 9, it is not possible to divide. 2 9s are 9. See, sorry, 2 9. It will not. We cannot divide with 2. So we will write the number as it is 9 only. Next 2 3s are 6. 2 5s are 10. So now what you will do? 3. 3 3s are 9. 3 1s are 3. And this 5 it will not go. So now what you have to do? Write the quotient in each case below the number. If number cannot be divided exactly, write the number as it is in the text row. So now here it is not possible. So you can write in the same as it is the number. Keep dividing prime numbers until the last row has 4 prime numbers with no common factors. So until the numbers you will get the co-primes. So till that you should be dividing. So now last what we have to do means all these numbers you have to multiply. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So if you multiply, you will get the LCM. Next, so how we will find the relation between HCF and LCM. Relationship between HCF and LCM. There is an interesting property connecting the HCF and LCM of two numbers. So what do you notice in this table? So here if you see, they have given numbers and their product, HCF, LCM, and product of HCM and LCM. So numbers they have given here 10 and 15. So their product means you should multiply 10 into 15. So if you multiply 10 into 15, you will get as 150. So for 10 and 15 HCF, if you find, you will get as 5. And for 10 and 15, if you find LCM, you will get as 30. And again, if you find the product of HCF and LCM, so that means 5 into 30. So these two you have to multiply. So you will get 150. Same way here 12 and 16. So their product is 192, HCF is 4 and LCM is 48. And again product of HCF and LCM 48 into 4 if you do 192. Same way 15 and 20. So the product, if you multiply 15 into 20, you will get as 300. HCF of 15 and 20 is 5. LCM of 15 and 20 is 60. And the product of HCF and LCM 60 into 5 equals to 300. So if you observe in this table, so you can see the product of two numbers is equal to the product of their HCF and LCM. The product of two numbers. So these two numbers, if you multiply, and the HCF and LCM, if you multiply also, both are same only. The product of two numbers is equal to the product of HCF and LCM. So next, we will see the story sums based on HCF and LCM. Find the largest number that divides 12 and 20 without a remainder. So how you have to do? The largest number that divides 12 and 20 without remainder is the HCF of 12 and 20. So here find the largest number that divides means there you have to find the HCF of 12 and 20. So you have to remember one thing here. Largest means HCF. So 12 equals to 2 into 2 into 3. 20 equals to 2 into 2 into 5. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20. So now HCF equals to 2 into 2. So here only these two and these are common. So 2 into 2, 4. So you will get the HCF as 4. Okay, next let us see next example. Find the greatest number which divides 141 and 101 leaving a remainder of 5. So here also like you have to find how you will find. The number must be divide 149 and leave 5 as a remainder. So this it should divide and remainder you should get as 5. So therefore it must divide 149 minus 5. So 149 minus 5 gives us 144. So here 144 without remainder. So here you will not get any remainder. The number must also divide 101 and leave 5 remainder. So that means 101 minus 5. So you will get 96, that without remainder. So therefore we have to find the HCF of 144 and 96. So leave remainder and any number if they have given means that you have to subtract from the number that. So 144, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 and 96 prime factors you will get as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So now HCF common is 2 into, here 2 into, and here also common 2 into, 2 into, and here 3. So you will get the answer as 48. So HCF of this numbers is 48. Next is find the smallest number which when divided by 10 and 15 leaves no remainder. So here smallest number means here you have to find LCM. Largest number or greatest number means you have to find HCF. Smallest number means you have to find LCM. So this hint you have to remember. The smallest number which when divided by 10 and 15 leaves no remainder is their LCM. So that means 10 and 15 if you find the LCM, so you can do this. You can divide with 5. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So now LCM what you have to, these three numbers you have to multiply 5 into 2 into 3. So 5 2s are 10, 10 3s are 30. So answer you will get as 30. Next, find the smallest number which when divided by 44 and 55 leaves a remainder of 80. So there also what we have done in the greatest number, if you get leaves remainder means you have to minus. Here smallest number if it is leaves a remainder means then you have to add here. See, let us see. The smallest number which when divided by 44 and 55 without a remainder is LCM of 44 and 55. So now 44 and 55 you have to find the LCM. 11 4s are 44 and 11 5s are 55. So LCM equals to 11 into 4 into 5. 11 4s are 44, 44 5s are 220. So here what you should find, therefore the smallest number which when divided by 44 and 55 leaves a remainder of 8. So now what you have to do, so before means in HCF what we have to do, for what the numbers here they have given, there itself we were subtracting. So here what the LCM you got and for this leaves remainder. So that means this 8 you have to add here. So 220 plus 8 which gives us 228. So the answer will be 228. Next, test of divisibility. So here divisibility rules. So what is the rule for divisibility of 2 and 3? So already we have studied you have studied in class 4 about simple test of divisibility by 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 and 10. Let us revise these and learn about some other test of divisibility. So already you have learned in 4th standard itself, and let us recall it once again. So a number is divisible by 2. So how we can find out whether this number is divisible by 2 or not? So what is the rule for that? If it has 0 or an even number in its ones place. Suppose here example, if they have given here number. So here 380. So you can see here this is ones place, tens place, hundreds place. Now only here in the ones place you have to check. So in ones place it should be 0 or even number. So even numbers means 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So in this any one number if it is there also in the ones place, then that given number is divisible by 2. For examples you can see here 380, 4812, 4344, 56, 388. So these all are divisible by 2. So how you can say? Check here. In ones place you have here 0 and ones place you have here 2 and ones place here you have 4 and here ones place you have 6 and here ones place you have 8. So these all are even numbers. So it is divisible by 2. So we'll see with next another example 381, 4813, 4345, 57, 389. So these are all not divisible by 2. Why? See here in ones place you have here 9 and ones place here you have 7 and here 5, 3, 1. So these are the odd numbers. So it is not divisible by 2. So this is the divisible by 2. So you have to remember in ones place it should be 0 or even numbers. Then the given number will be divisible by 2. And what is the rule for divisible by 3? If the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. So sum means suppose for example 462. So the number has given. So what you have to do? So the sum of the digits means you have to add 4 plus 6 plus 2. So 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12. So now what the sum you got? So this whether it is divisible by 3 or not, you have to check. Okay, so 12. So it is divisible by 3. 3 fours are 12. Next, 461. So it is not divisible by 3. So y means 4 plus 6 plus 1. 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. So this 11 is not divisible by 3. So that means for rule of divisible by 3 is the sum of its digits should be divisible by 3. So 2 means in ones place you should have 0 or even number. 3 means the sum of digits should be divisible by 3. So now let us see divisibility by 9 and 15. So what are the rule? If divisibility by 9, same like 3 only, this also. So in the 3, sum of digits should divisible by 3, and here the sum of digits should divisible by 9. So for example, 3843. So what you have to see, or this all you have to add. 3 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3. So it will be 18. So this 18 is divisible by 9. So 9 twos are 18. Next, 3849, it is not divisible by 9. Y means 3 plus 8 plus 4 plus 9 gives us 24. So which is this 24? It is not divisible by 9. So the sum of digits should divisible by 9. Next, see 15. If it is divisible by both 3 and 5. So whether if you have to check, the given number should divisible by both with the 3 and 5. See here, for example, 14,265 is divisible by both 3 and 5. So therefore it is divisible by 15. Notice that 3 and 5 are factors of 15 and they are co-prime also. So a number is divisible by another number if it is also divisible by the co-prime factors of the divisor. Next is divisibility by 4, 5 and 10. So what are the rules? Divisible by 4. If the number formed by the tens and ones digits should be divisible by 4. For example, 3652. So here ones place and tens place. So you have the number as 52. So this 52 should divisible by 4. Then that given number will be divisible by 4, 52. So you can say this. So for this one, so 4 13s you will get 13 4s are 52. So this is divisible by 4. So whereas 3654 is not divisible by 4, y means this last ones place and tens place you have here 54. So this 54 is not divisible by 4. Next, divisible by 5. So it should have in the ones place 0 or 5. So then the given number is divisible by 5. 2340. So here in the ones place you have 0 and 4845. In ones place you have 5. So these are divisible by 5. So whereas if you take 2342, 4846. Here in the ones place you have 2 and here in the ones place you have 6. So which are not divisible by 5. And what is the rule for divisibility by 10? So if it has 0 in its ones place. So that means for the given number in the ones place it should have 0. Then the number is divisible by 10. See here 3840. Here in the ones place you have 0. Next here 4,85,030. So here also in ones place you have 0. So these are divisible by 10. So whereas if you take 3845. So if you see here ones place 5 is there. So this number is not divisible by 10. Next one is 4,85,032. So here also in the ones place you have 2. So which is not divisible by 10. Next, note. Thus a number is divisible by 6. If the number is divisible by 6 means what it should be. If it is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the given number is divisible by 6. Divisible by 10. So it should have 0 in ones place or else it should be divisible by 2 and 5. Next, divisible by 12. If it is divisible by both 3 and 4, then the given number is divisible by 12. In this way, you can make divisibility rules of your own. If a number is divisible by another number, it is also divisible by each factor of the divisor. Suppose, for example, 264 is divisible by 12. So therefore, 264 is also divisible by the factors of 12. So you know that factors of 12 are 2, 3, 4 and 6. So like this 264, it is divisible by 2 also, 3 also, 4 also and 6 also. So like this you can cross check by yourself. So these are the divisibility rules. So this is the things we have learned in this chapter. So about like factors, multiples and divisibility rules, HCF, LCF, all this we have learned. I hope you all understood. Thank you.